So the other week I made a video about BENTHIC surveys and what they're for, why they're needed, etc., etc. So the other type of survey that comes up here and there on certain projects is what's called a bathymetric survey. A bathymetric survey is same kind of idea as a BENTHIC survey. You have to apply for it and then it comes up. But basically what a bathymetric survey is, in summary or in easiest terms to explain, is it's a topographic survey of the seafloor. So wherever you want to put your dock, the bathymetric survey is done to see how deep it is in that area. The reason why it's important is because per Florida state law, the navigable depth of the ocean is considered to be 4 foot at average low tide, mean low water in other words. Mean low water is a very confusing topic, but basically it's going to be confusing either way I say this, but the mean low water is based off what's called the National Tidal Datum epoch. That's a period of time from 1983 to 2001 where they track every single low tide over that year range. So 2 low tides a day, they average it out over the 19 years, that's your mean low water. So you have to legally have at least 4 feet of water at average low tide based off the National Tidal Datum epoch to have navigable access. So why this comes up is this: whenever you're doing permitting for a dock, if they look at your application, they think it's a little shallow, they want to make sure your dock ends in 4 feet of water. Because where they want you to drive your boat is there is a 4 feet of water, then they'll make you rail off the rest of the dock so you're not parking your boats and driving in areas less than 4 feet of water at low tide. Even though many boats, obviously most boats, majority of boats, draft way less than 4 feet of water, that is what they consider to be legal navigable depth. So a bathymetric survey will then show you the depths where the dock goes. You place the dock at the 4 foot contour line and move on with your life. But sometimes when you apply for applications, like I said, they see it's a little shallow, they'll ask for one to verify that you have adequate water depth. If it comes back where it's too shallow, they might make you go a little longer, which could push you into a variance at the county. All different types of things happen at that point. So that's how it works for docks and boat lifts, etc. The other reason you get a bathymetric survey is for dredging. So in dredging, they do bathymetric surveys, so they can figure out what the existing elevation is of the channel, basin, whatever it is, and then below that, the proposed elevation. So they do the survey and they calculate the quantity to be removed between there. So if you have 3 feet of water depth at low tide, you're going to 5 foot of water depth at low tide. They take that 2 feet and then they quantify the entire surface area. And that 2 feet will vary here and there, depending on where they go. But that's the other time the bathymetric survey is used, because you have to quantify the cubic yards that are going to be removed for the permits, etc., etc. So that's what bathymetric surveys are. Like I said, they come up during some reviews. Most times bathymetric surveys are done ahead of the time because you can usually tell a project that's going to need a bathymetric survey or not based off the depths. Now, BENTHIC surveys, like I said, there's no way to tell until you submit, but bathies are typically done prior to the actual even design of the project, so you can make sure to meet that 4 foot restriction. So that's bathymetric surveys.